even got a bet on yet. I've not even got my bet on. I've just picked my horses for the comp only in the last 2 minutes. Got to pick them quick, so not a lot of thought's gone in today. I'll give them to you now. Well done to everyone that entered yesterday. Pity not many more did, but that's live. They obviously haven't seen it and haven't followed it. Sorry for those who didn't do it online on the YouTube channel, but I believe I see some of you have done it on the email address, and you can still use the email of the YouTube channel. I hope people have had trouble getting on today, but I've not seen a single comment today at all. I've been mega busy. Here's mine for today. I'll read them to you in a moment. And I'll quickly go through what I fancy today and what I don't fancy. Here we go. Race 1, Final Demand and Potter's Charm. Race 2, Dancing City and Lecky Watson. Race 3, Imposetoire, I think, and Vicio. Race 4, Vanillier and I Will Do It. I hope it does. Race 5, John Bon. It's got to win sooner or later here. And Founder 50. Race 6, The King of PRs and General Medrano. Race 7, Bambino Fever and No Drama This End. There is a drama. I can't believe Bambino Fever's price. I can't. More about that in a minute. Right, what am I looking at today? Well, I've not even looked at the paper yet. I did last night. I've not picked anything. First race, let me turn this telly down. Looks like a Final Demand and the New Lion. It does look like a shootout. I couldn't see what to come third. I didn't know, so I went Potters because I just think it'll be running on. I quite like at a massive price, Super Sunday at a massive price. I won't be touching it, but I quite like it. Next race, I was going for Ballyburn. I had Ballyburn in multiples. The multiples have now gone down. I sort of fancy Dancing City. Dancing City wants a trip, and it's getting a trip, and we don't know about Ballyburn. And some of its fencing this year hasn't been brilliant. It's two-place thing again, first two, and I couldn't pick between Lecky Watson and K. de Bourbon because everything else is below 10, so I went Lecky. The Coral Cut, what do I fancy? I fancy a few. I'd looked at Ballyadam. I think Sander Kilgrane's a non-trier. Colonel Mustard, it's looked out of its depth the last 12 months, but I've liked it in the past. Beacon Edge might surprise at a price. With the 6 or 7 places, it might just run on. Imposetoire, I've got that, I fancy that. Bunting, I had Bunting last year in the Triumph. I'd be gutted if that wins because I've not put it in there. It will be in my play spot. My ITV7 play spot. Comfort Zone, always bet that, so will do. We'll look at Be Aware. Is that it? Vicio, I just have a fancy for Vicio and I don't know why. That's that race done. Next race, Stumptown, like it. Vanillier, I've got a feeling Vanillier might win this today. I think it's only run once over the banks, but I've just got a funny feeling it might go and win it. I like this Flanagan, I like the jockey, I like him a lot. I don't like Master Coffee, although it's always there, so I Mr. Coffee, I just don't like it. Bustleton could run on. Next race, what do I fancy? Well, John Bomb, we all fancy John Bomb, but I'm glad it's still 8 runners. I hope it's still 8. I've not seen if there's non-runners yet. I've not even done my place, but I am up against it here. I think if there's 8, I just think Energumen's going to frame it. I believe 15-2 at the moment. And it wouldn't 100% surprise me if it won the race. It really wouldn't. For all it wants, it's softer. And for all it's getting on a bit now. Race 6, what do I fancy? A lot fancy JPR1. I'm not so sure. My mate Mozzie, I fancy it a lot. I've not put it in there because it's hard to get the winner. And it's about 6 or 7 to 1. So I've gone for 2. That will definitely be above 10 to 1 in my picking. American Mike, I don't like it at all. It lost me a lot of money 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. If that wins or gets in the first 4, I'll be gutted. I'll be looking for a match bet against that. I might get Nelson in at a big price on the play spot. What else do I like? General Medrano, maybe Unexpected Party. Yes and yes. The King of PRs I like. Is there much else? Midnight it is I like because it's Cromwell again and Flanagan. I like Flanagan as I said earlier. That's probably it there. And then in the last, I don't know a lot of the bumper horses. Bambino a week or 2 ago was 8 to 10 to 1. Last night it was about 5 to 1, third Fav. It might even be Fav now. Bambino Flyer. I can't understand it because you normally got Patrick and Townend on the top 2. I seen Bambino Flyer win earlier on this year in what looked on paper a very good bumper. It was the stable second or third string and it won pulling a train. It looked absolutely a monster for me. Yeah, he's had 2 out since, the ones that Patrick's on, the one that Paul Townend's on, and the one that they've recently purchased, and people are raving about those 3. So I thought Bambino's going to be well above 10 to 1 today. I'd put it in as my number 1 horse, but it can only come first for me. It's got no good otherwise. I wanted 2 at over 10 to 1 today in that, But I had to have Bambino in there, and I thought, well, I've got to put it as my first horse because I can't put it as my second horse. If it's 4, 5, 6 to 1, I just lose the bet. I like Bambino Flyer a lot. Right, that's it for me. I'll stop rabbiting. I don't know how anyone's doing. I've not looked at any comments. Let me know in your comments at the end of today's play what you feel you're on for the first 2 days. And I'll have a look at them hopefully tomorrow or maybe even Friday morning now, and then we'll look at it more in depth on Friday. Hopefully I'll have more time on Friday. Less work and more play, more horses, all being well.